Good morning, student. Today we are starting with the third chapter in biology, class 12th, that is human reproduction, student. In this, we are going to study varieties of questions, and in that, like first one is male reproductive system, then female reproductive system. In male, we have to study LS of testes, TS of testes, then section of ovary, then very important structure of ovum, structure of sperm or spermatozoa, then their production of sperm called spermatogenesis, production of ovum called oogenesis, then hormonal control of spermatogenesis, oogenesis, hormonal control of student menstrual cycle, and ultimately embryogenesis. So student, let us start with the first part of this chapter, that is in male reproductive system. The first part is longitudinal section of testes, LS of testes. So student, it's very important. LS, after LS when we will study TS, transverse section, that is very important for your practical course also. That is in third part of practical, that is slide of TS of testes. So let us start. So student, this is longitudinal section of testes. Testis is protected in a sac. This black line you are observing, student, this black line, outermost one. This sac is called scrotal sac or scrotum, isn't it? Testis protected in a sac called scrotal sac or scrotum. Then when we come inside the scrotal sac, this membrane is called tunica vaginalis. Outermost membrane, protective membrane, that is tunica vaginalis. Student, observe carefully the outermost. And the second one is tunica albugina. Tunica albugina. Then third one is tunica vasculosa. Tunica vasculosa. Student, when we study in the detail the internal structure, these glandular cells, small grape-like cells, there are 20 to 25 glandular or grape-like cells. These are called testicular lobules. Testicular lobules. Now when we study in detail, one testicular lobule, it consists of this coiled tube-like structure called seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule. Now observe carefully, student, these red structures within this seminiferous tubule are called Leydig's cell. Leydig's cells are interstitial tissue. Interstitial tissue, student. These are the important cells which secretes male hormone testosterone. We will study in detail later on. So student, this outermost layer, the sac is called scrotal sac, and inside that the outermost membrane is tunica vaginalis, second one is tunica albugina, third one is tunica vasculosa, and then student, these are testicular lobules. And when we see testicular lobules in detail, the outermost is seminiferous tubule. Within this, these are Leydig cells or interstitial tissues. Now let us study here on this right side. This seminiferous tubules, when it comes out from this testicular lobules, This form a structure called rete testis. Student, rete testis has the meaning, these two words. Rete means reticula. Reticula means network. Network coming out from the this testicular lobules is called rete testis. And when this rete testis comes out here, it forms this. When this comes out rete testis, it forms vasa efferentia or vas efferens. Vasa efferentia is plural and vas efferens is singular. And then student, this vasa efferentia, this opens in vas deferens indirectly. That is your, we call it sperm duct. Once again, seminiferous tubule, when it comes out from the testicular lobules, it forms rete testis, network of these tubes, and when it comes out of this testis, it is called vasa efferentia. Any structure coming out is called efferent, and then this opens in vas deferens or vasa deferentia. Singular is vas deferens, that is sperm duct. Before that, it opens in epididymis. Student, observe this last concluding part of this LS very carefully. This is vasa efferentia and this is epididymis. Epididymis consists of three parts. The upper is called capute epididymis. Cap means the head. Capute epididymis. Then this main body is called corpus epididymis. Corpus means body. Corpus means body. And the last part, tail region of the epididymis, is called cauda. Cauda means tail part. Cauda epididymis. Epididymis. So student, observe these three parts of epididymis carefully. This first part is capute epididymis. Second one is corpus epididymis, the body, main body, and third one is cauda epididymis. So student, this is LS of testis. Now the next part will be TS of testis. Student, remember TS means transverse section. So one section will pass from here and then we will observe the section, what will come in between. You see what will come, seminiferous tubule, Leydig cells, all this will come in the section. Now student, we are on the same structure, testis, but student, this is TS, transverse section. So that was the longitudinal section of testis, but when we take TS, transverse section, student, remember the testicular lobules. In that, these were the seminiferous tubules. All these circular structures are seminiferous tubules, and between seminiferous tubules, student, if you remember, what were these? Interstitial cells or Leydig cells, student. Leydig cells, and all these are connective tissue, isn't it? There will be no vacuum, na? These are the connective tissue. Imagine the TS of testis, student. Now let us see one seminiferous tubule TS in detail. You see this black line. This black line you are seeing, student, this circular black line is one seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule. This is the second one. And now let us see it in detail. The wall of the seminiferous tubule, this is lined with germinal epithelium. Germinal. Student, I am using capital letter because these words in the capital letter, germinal epithelium, then this number 1 spermatogonium cell, second spermatocyte, and third spermatid. These you are going to study. These are the stages of spermatogenesis, asked in long answer type of question. So germinal epithelium is the wall of this seminiferous tubule, isn't it? Now during spermatogenesis, this germinal epithelium will divide to produce spermatogonium. Spermatogonium. This one, number 1, is blue one, is spermatogonium, and then that will divide to produce or to form spermatocyte. Spermatocyte. Then third one, spermatid. Student, these 3 stages are very important. Spermatid. And when this spermatid develops tail, it becomes mature sperm or spermatozoa. Spermatozoon, isn't it? Spermatogenesis. So we are studying this in detail in another question. And this last but not least, you are seeing, student, these conical cells. These are cells of Sertoli or Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells. Significance or function is asked for 1 mark in section, maybe in section 1, section A. That is, what is the role of Sertoli cells? Student, these Sertoli cells, it provides nourishment and support to these developing spermatocytes. It is also called nurse cell. When you will see the course of NEET, these are also called nurse cells because it nourishes the developing spermatocytes or spermatozoa and provides supports.